Okay, everybody, are you ready for the last question? So far so good. We've already worked on all the normal distribution problems. We have worked on each and every one except for the last item, which is item number 10, which is a very tough and complicated problem. Pero don't worry, we can do this together. Can we do it? Of course we can. Now let's start. Now here's the problem. Lady Pipay, you know Lady Pipay, right? She's my crush from Team Yay.
Oh yeah, ako si Lady Pipay at ako isang grade 12 student.
Yup, pero sabi dito sa problem na to, she's a grade 9 student. Pero bakit ganito yun? Kasi nga I researched her profile about Lady Pipay, she's a grade 9 student. And do you know when Lady Pipay is a grade 9 student, that was during 2022 pa yan. I remember when I made these word problems, that was in the year 2022. Now she's already grade 12, incoming maybe college, something like that. So during that time, nasa grade 9 pa siya. And sabi ko dito sa problem na to, she took the final exam in mathematics together with 39 of her other classmates.
Yeah, that's right. Sa math problem na to, there were 39 other classmates. I'm the 40th.
And in that math class, there are 108 items in a test. And she got a score of 94, whose z-score is 1.25. The value of the standard deviation is 4.8. Okay, here is the problem now. So let's identify the given first. So look at this. Di ba remember sabi ko dito, si Lady Pipay, she's a grade 9 student. Nagtatake siya ng final exam in mathematics.
Oh, sweet. I really did my best in that exam.
Yes, Lady Pipay, I know you're a sweet princess. And I love you, Lady Pipay, so much. Mahal talaga kita. Because I know you were my crush ever since pinote kita sa Team Yay. Pero na yun, musta ka na wherever you are. I hope to see you soon. Pero anyway, ito na yun. Kasi nga, you were with 39 other classmates and then 108 items in a test. So, ang kailangan namin gagawin ay hanapin tayo yung mean. Kasi nga letter A, what is the question? What is the average scoring system? So in this particular scenario, we need to find the mean. So first, let's identify what is the given. You know already the concepts of this normal curve, diba? So we know that this is what you call, remember, if you need to do something, okay, so let's identify what is the given. So we have x, which pertains to the random score, or the raw score, mean, or mu, and then this one, standard deviation. So, let's find the raw score. Kasi nga sabi ko dito, and that is z. Diba? So, z is z-score. Tama? So, look at this. Let's identify the given. First, what is our raw score? Our raw score is 94. Kasi nga sabi dito, there are 108 items in a test. And she got a score of 94. So, 94. Diba remember, 94 is, 94 is her score. So, out of 108 items, ang kinuha niya ay 94. 94 out of 108. So if you were to convert that into percent, that will be 94 divided by 108. Pero if you look at the normal distribution, that's her raw score, the random variable. That's the random variable, the score of 94. So this 94 is in the raw score. 94 points. Diba? That is our x. Ano yung mean? Wala. Diba? There's no mean given. So ito yung kailangan hanapin. Ano po yung mean? And then standard deviation. Meron pa tayong standard deviation? Meron. The standard deviation is 4.8, di ba? 4.8 ay yung value ng standard deviation. And then z-score, ano yung z-score? The z-score is, kasi nga sabi dito, Lady Pipay got a score of 94 out of 108 items. And the z-score is 1.25. So the z-score of 94 is 1.25. So yung z namin ay 1.25. Which pertains to the z-score of getting 94 points. So, ang kailangan tayo hanapin ay mean. Ito kasi yun. Diba, remember, this is our normal curve, diba? Ito ang normal curve. You see, this is our normal curve as you can see right here. Dito natatagpuan ang mean. Tapos yung standard deviations, -1, -2, -3, diba? So, yung naka-0 ay yung mean. Pero ang problema lang, we do not know what the mean is. So, what do we do? Before that, let's look. Kasi nga sabi ko dito, the z-score is 1.25. So therefore, 94 must be somewhere here, 1.25. Dito nanggagaling ang 94 points. So therefore, the mean must be less than 94. Kasi nga, di ba remember, ang formula, do you still remember the formula? Z is equivalent to x minus the mu divided by sigma. If, remember, x minus the mu to determine if the raw score, if you go higher than the mean or lower than the mean. Remember the pattern, if your z-score is negative, therefore, you went lower than the mean. If your z-score is higher, therefore, you went higher than the mean. Like for example, in a test, let's say for example, the average passing score is 75. So therefore, if you get lower than 75, did you go by the mean or get less by the mean? Less ka sa mean. Tama? Pero, if you get 85, are you higher than the mean or lower than the mean? You're higher. So yan. Kaya nga, this formula, will tell you if your z-score will be positive or negative. Kung negative ang z-score mo, you are below the mean. Kung mataas ang z-score mo, you are higher than the mean. Positive. Pero sabi dito, ang z-score namin ay positive 1.25. So therefore, it's higher than the mean. So therefore, we know that the mean should be less than 94. But how do we solve for the mean? We just apply the algebra. First, let's identify whatever has been given to us. We know our z-score is 1.25. Tama? Our x is 94 minus the mu. Then divide by our standard deviation, which is 4.8. So now we just apply the formula in reverse. So what do we do first? Very easy. 1.25 times 4.8. So we multiply both sides by 4.8 and by 4.8. On the right side, the 4.8's cancel. And on the left side, we have 1.25 times 4.8. And to make things quicker, I did something like this. Ito kasi yun. Where's it na ba? So yan, ito yung formula na ginawa ko. Ang formula na ginawa ko ay ganito. 1.25 is equivalent to 94 minus the mean divided by 4.8. So, ang kailangan namin gagawin ay ganito. So, di ba remember, we do this. 1.25 times the standard deviation of 4.8. And what we get? The answer is 6. So, therefore, that is our answer now. Okay? So, let's look at our formula now. So, therefore, we have 6 is equivalent to 94 minus the mean. Or we can just translate it like this. 94 minus m equals 6. So to solve for m, what we do now? We need to subtract both sides by 94. Let's try another color. Subtracting both sides by 94, we have negative m is equivalent to negative 88. Pero negative 88 is not the right answer because you can't have a negative score. Furthermore, look at our variable. Our variable is negative. So, kailangan dapat maging positive. So, how do you make it positive? Divide by negative 1. So, now when we divide by negative 1, our mean should be 88. 88, tama ba? Yes, so that is the mean. So, therefore, what is the answer in letter A? The mean score is 88. So, to continue with our formula, let's try to add 6, di ba? Kasi ang kailangan tayo, mag-add tayo ng ano yun? By ano yun? Kasi nga dito, we are looking for the mean, di ba? We don't need to add. So therefore, we just multiply and then we subtract by negative 94. So yan. Minus 94. It's negative 88. Pero that's still not yet the right answer. So we need to divide that by negative 1 and we should get 88. So yun nga. So therefore, what is the mean score? The mean score is 88. So yun na yung mean score. Now that we already got our mean, we did it this way. So we got 88. Now to double check if this is correct. To double check if this is correct, ganito kasi yung gawin namin. Ito yun. Let's standardize this to see if we can get the matching z-score. Remember, for a z-score of 94, we need to get 1.25. So let's standardize. So we type there the standardized formula on Excel. And then what is our x? 94. What is our mean? 88. What is our standard deviation? 4.8. And then press enter. And we get 1.25, which resembles the matching z-score. Correct. Now let's go to the problem. Now that's the answer for letter A. Remember, if you don't get the mean right, everything will be wrong. So always remember to double check by doing the formula in reverse to see if you got the right answer, okay? Now we already got our mean. So our mean is 88. So now let's put the numbers. What is our standard deviation? 4.8. So kung ganon, remember this is 92.4. 92.8, diba? Tapos we need to add again. Ganito kasi yun. So this one plus 4.8, this will become 92.8. Then plus another 4.8 again for the second standard deviation. Then this one plus another 4.8. That's for the third standard deviation. If you are to standardize everything, let's say for example, if you standardize our mean, then 88, and then our standard deviation of 4.8, we should get 1. And if you work this out consecutively, just like this, yun nga, we should get the same answer. 1, 2, 3. And this one should be 0. Now, if it were on the negative side, let's say this one, we subtract by negative. We subtract 4.8 on both sides. Then here, minus another 4.8. Then here, minus another 4.8. Now, let's standardize. Standardize. Click here. Then our x. And then mean is 88. Then standard deviation of 4.8. We should get negative 1. Then drag it for negative 2 and negative 3 to pop out. Yes. So that's exactly how this formula should turn out. Okay? So yun. So tama, we get the match. So therefore, this 92.8, this one is 97.6, this is 102.4. On the negative side, we have 83.2, 78.4, and 73.6. So that is how our normal distribution would look like. And tama nga. Because sabi ko dito, the raw score of 94 has a z-score of 1.25. We know the z-score of 1.25 must be in between the two values of the z-scores from 1 to 2. So therefore, dito siya, ang 94. Correct. Now, let's solve for the other problems. So now we already got everything correct. We have already solved for the mean and labeled down what is our standard deviation. Now let's go to the others. Next, letter B. Find the probability of selecting a student whose scores are at least 8 points from the mean. Okay, so in this particular problem, kasi nga dito sa letter A, we need to find the average scoring system. So therefore, we need to get the mean correct. Because if we get the mean wrong, lahat yung mga items na yan ay mali. So make sure we have to get the mean correct. So are you sure our mean is 88? We double check na. We double check, we standardize everything. So yes, our mean is correct. So ang mean namin ay 88. Okay? Now let's go solve for the answer. So find the probability of selecting a student whose scores are at least 8 points from the mean. So look at the normal distribution. We know that our mean is 88. Pero ang sabi ko dito, 8 points from the mean. 8 points. What does that mean? Ibig sabihin 8 points from the mean. Pero in which direction? Ano yung magnitude? Because if I were to say 8 points from the mean, it could be from the positive side, more than 8 points from the mean, or on the negative side, less than 8 points from the mean. Because less than 8 points from the mean, that must be 80. Kung 80 points higher than the mean, that should be 96. Pero what do I mean here? Ang sabi ko dito, at least 8 points from the mean. Higher. Whose scores are at least 8 points higher than the mean. Kasi ang grammar ko dito, at least 8 points from the mean, ibig sabihin, can be here or here. So, kailangan dapat i-specify ko. So, dapat it should be at least 8 points higher from the mean. So, dito siya. So, if it's 8 points higher, we know that that's supposed to be 96. And where does 96 belong? 96 belongs somewhere in between 92.8 and 97.6. So, therefore, dito siya. So, this is exactly what we're looking for. Yung naka-highlight in blue, this is exactly what we're looking for. So, ito yun. Yan. Higher than the mean. So, this is 96. So, 96 and so on. Now, we need to find the Z-score of 96. So, ganito yun. You know already the formula, di ba? 96 minus 88 is equivalent to 8. And 8 divided by 4.8. Di ba? Because that's our standard deviation. Di ba remember, 8 divided by 4.8, we just shift the decimal place to the left. And this should be 80 divided by 48. So, this one becomes 1, 4, 2, 32. 320 divided by 4.8. And that one will become, 96. I think that might take forever. Para mas madali, I can just do it na on Microsoft Excel. So, we type here, 96 minus, or pwede naman mag-standardize na lang tayo. We can standardizing our formula, 96, 88, 4.8. What did we get? We should get 1.6667. So, tama nga. That's the answer we're supposed to get here. 1.6666 in a bunch of 7s. So, tama. Let's see if we get that one right. Okay? Pero, that is the z-score we're looking for. So, the z-score is 1.667. Or we can just round it off to 1.67. So, looking at our z-table, as you can see here, where do you think is 1.67? 1.67 is right over here. And the answer is 45.25%. Tama? So, 1.6 is right here. This is 1.0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, therefore, the probability is 45.25%. So, the z-score of that is 45.25%. Pero, that is only pertaining from this value, from the mean, up to that area. We want the one that's more than. So, therefore, we need to subtract that from 50%. So, 50% minus 45.25, this one becomes 0, this one becomes 4, this one becomes 7, 5. So, the answer is 4.75%. Did we get that one right? Yes. So, therefore, that is the correct answer. Ang ginawa ko dito, 1 minus the normal distribution of 88 plus 8 because that's the normal raw score. Or 96, di ba? And then 88, which is our mean. And then the standard deviation of 4.8. And then, we type there true. Because we want the cumulative value. And tama, we should get 4.777%. Pero that's not the right answer. Although we're getting there. Kasi in my solution, I got 4.75%. Because we're using this approximation value z-table. Dito, this will be more accurate. I am showing you how to do it in both situations. If you're using my z-table, which is found in my Stats and Probs book, and if you do it via Microsoft Excel. So, yun na yung sagot. So, the probability of, what's the answer? The probability of selecting a student who scores at least 8 points from the mean is 4.78% or 4.75% if you use my Stats and Probs book.
Oh, yeah. So maybe if I were part of that could be higher. That's for high-honored students.
That's right, Lady Pipay. And now let's go to question C. For question C, it's the same as letter B. Pero based on your answer sa letter B, ilan yung mga estudyante na nakuha ng score na yan? Mabilis lang yun. Here's what you're going to do. First, all you have to do is, di ba remember, in the normal distribution, ito yung hinanap namin, yung naka-shaded sa sky blue. Tama? So, we need to multiply that by the population. Well, how many people are there? There are 40 people. So, we need to multiply that by 40. And when we do that, we get 1.911 or only 2 students got that.
Oh, that's so sad. Only 2 students got that score higher. I wish I could have gotten that one.
I know it may be so sad, Lady Pipay, pero
yeah, that's right. Maybe I could have beaten her by a few points.
But I think in the next time she can improve. That's right, Sophia Pablo. Or baka mali mo, you might be also in that one too. Or Keisha. Ew. It's worth a try, but we will try to be good honor students as long as we study harder. Ew. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, so that's letter C. So now you already know how to do this. Now let's move on to our next question. Okay, sabi ko dito, there are 10 questions. So therefore, if you get one of the answers wrong, therefore lahat na yan ay namali. Pero let's go to the next question na. Letter D. Sa letter D, if Althea Guanzon were to score at the 64th percentile, what is her score away from the mean? Okay, here's another tough question. Let's work on another normal distribution table. So these are not our normal distribution table, diba? So we have this one. You know already what to do here. Look, put down the phone first. So, diba remember this our normal distribution, diba? So we have here the mean, and then 1, 2, 3, negative 1, negative 2, and negative 3. Tama? Then, using the, using the ball pen here, remember this is supposed to be 73.6. This is 78.4, 83.2. We know that our mean is always 88, 92.8, 97.6, and 102.4. Now, here's the question. Diba sabi dito sa question na to, if Althea were to score at the 64th percentile, what is her score away from the mean? Okay, ganito yun. Do you still remember the concept of percentiles?
Pew! Ako si Althea Guanzon. Nag-score ako ng 64th percentile. Pero ano yung score ko?
Yun yung tanong. Tama. Tama ka, Althea Guanzon. Kasi nga, di ba dito, Althea Guanzon scored at the 64th percentile. But looking at 64th percentile, where do you think the 64th percentile is? We know that if we reach the mean, you scored at the 50th percentile. So at the 64th percentile, therefore, it should be higher than the mean. So where do you think that is? It should be somewhere here. Although we are not so certain kung saan ang value na to. So we know that 64th percentile can be somewhere here. But the clue is it should be higher than the mean. And looking at this, so let's just assume this is our normal curve without the standard deviation. We know that this is 100, diba? 50% is here, 50% is here. So therefore, if you have 50% here, how many more percents do we need to make it 64 from 50? 14, diba? Because 64 minus 50 equals...
That's right! Because 64 minus 50 equals 14.
So look for 14% in the Z table. Correct. So we need to look at our Z table again to find the 14%. Did we find any Z table that matches? So we need to find 0.14. 0.14. There is 0.1368 and 0.1406. But the closest to it is 0.1406. Pero let's write that on our Z table. So we have to do linear interpolation again. So small. I think we have to write it na lang on Excel para mas madali. So excuse me for a while. Okay, so looking at our Z table, di ba nasa Z table mo yung score na yun? So 1.406, that's at 0.36. So that is our large X, 0.36. This is 0.35. Tama? So ito yun, 0.36 and 0.35. 1.406 and then 0.1368. 0.1368 and then 0.1406. Pero kailangan namin ay ito, 0.1400. So this is what we're going to do. First, we know the formula for linear interpolation, di ba? We have the big Y minus the little y, di ba? That's on the left side. Then on the right side, we have the middle y minus the little y. Tapos on the bottom, on the left side, we have the big X minus the little x. And then the medium minus 0.35. On the left-hand side, we can already divide. Dividing those numbers, we should get 0.38. On the right-hand side, we need to distribute. So, ganito kasi ang formula. Let's work it out here so you will get the idea. So, diba remember, our answer here, that's supposed to be 0.38, 0.38. So, now we have, on the right-hand side, 0.0032 divided by x minus 0.35. Kasi ito ba remember this one, that is the middle y minus the little y. Tama? And now, all we need to do is to multiply. So therefore, in this scenario, we have 0.38 times x minus 0.35 is equivalent to 0.0032. Now, let's apply the distributive property. So as we distribute, this is what will become. So this one will become 0.38x. This one times negative 0.35. This one will become negative 1.33. Negative 1.33. And that's equivalent to 0.0032. Now we need to add this on both sides. So when we add this, we should add this by 1.33, then add 0.1333. Okay? And when we do that, we should get 0. And this is supposed to be 5, 6, 3, 1. Tama ba? And then on the left-hand side, we still have 0.38x. So what do we do now? We need to divide both sides by 0.38. And on the other side as well. So yan. So that is exactly what you're going to do. So sum this up together. You should get this answer. That's 1.333, diba? And then from there, we divide. Because we have to make sure that the answer that we should get when we divide this by this should be in between 0.35 and 0.36. And there we have it. So our z-score is 0.358421. So remember that z-score, alright? So ang z-score should be 0.358421. Or just this one in short. 0.3584. Okay? Now we have already found our z-score. So our z-score must be somewhere here. Tama nga. So if we look for the 34th percentile, the 64th percentile, the 64th percentile must be somewhere here. This is where the 64th percentile lies. Yan. So dito siya nagtatagpuan. Dito siya sa 64th percentile. Okay? Dito siya ang 64th percentile. In 0.35 to 36. So that is the z-score. Yan. Ito yun. Now, we need to know exactly what is the raw score. To get the raw score, that one is very easy. All we have to do lang is to just multiply that by our standard deviation and then add it with the mean. Diba? Remember the formula goes like this, diba? So we have the z-score of 0.3584 is equivalent to x minus the mu divided by the standard deviation of 4.8. So when we do the math, we multiply both sides by 4.8s. And that one cancels. And therefore, whatever answer we get, ganito siya. So this one times 4.8. And we should get 1.720. 1.720421 is equivalent to x minus the 88. Now, all we need to do is to add 88 to both sides, and we should get the raw score. So, add this by 88, and we should get 89.72. So, tama nga, it should be there. So, that is where it is. 89.72. So, that is the raw score on the 64th percentile. So, if you score at the 64th percentile, therefore, what can you conclude, Althea? If you score at the 64th percentile, my score would be 89.72 points, which is somewhat closer to 90. That's right. Now, let's check my original solution sheet if this is correct. So, ito yung original solution sheet ko. So, ang ginawa ko, I did normal dot inverse para mas mabilis, you can do this formula. Normal, then dot inverse. Kasi nga, we want the inverse distribution, di ba? The normal dot inverse of 0.64, and then 88, and then 4.8. Kasi nga, we want to know what is the raw score. And the raw score is this one. 89.72. So, tama. That makes a match. Does it match? Yes. 89.72. Just like what I got here. 89.72042. But this one is 06. Pero never mind, we don't care about that. Only up to 2 decimal places will be okay. Hooray! Thank you, girls. At least that's the right answer. Now, did I put anything else here in the problem? Yeah, I think that letter E. Kasi nga this one, sa letter D, if you scored at the 60... yeah, I forgot. If Althea Guanzon scored at the 64th percentile, What is her score away from the mean? O yan. Kasi nga you thought kasi that will be your answer yet. That will be your answer. 89.72. Pero ang plot twist, mayroon akong subordinate na tanong. And the question is, what is her score away from the mean? Ibig sabihin, what does that mean?
Pew! It means how many points have I gotten higher or lower than the mean?
Correct. That's why nga, ito yung ginawa ko. Ang ginawa ko, the score minus 88, so we get this one. So tama nga, that's exactly what I did. Because that is exactly how many points are you farther away from the mean. And that's 1.7206. Teka, parang that reminds me of, ano yun, when we divide by the sigma. And when we do that, we standardize this one. Tama, we should get 0.3584, which is the same answer as what we got there. And then if we do this, normal distribution, standard distribution of the z-score, then true, we should get the matching probability of 64%. Kasi nga, it will give us the probability for that outcome. Yun. That's it. So therefore, the correct answer is, Althea Guanzon is 1.72 points away from the mean. Yun yung sagot. Higher. Dapat it's supposed to be higher from the mean. That's to be more specific. Next, letter E. Same as question letter D. But did Lady Pipay or Althea Guanzon scored higher, and by how many points? Okay, so it's still the same as letter D such that we need to get the agwatan. Kung sa tingin mo sa letter D, ang kinuha namin ay yung agwatan para sa mean.
Yeah, because I want to know how many points did I get higher from the mean.
Exactly. Pero in this question sa letter E, sino yung mas mataas? Si Lady Pipay o si Althea? Sino yung mas mataas? And by how many points? Ibig sabihin, what does that mean? It depends on whichever of us gets higher. It's either me, Lady Pipay, or me, Althea Guanzon. Sorry. That's right. And we three must determine which among us gets higher. And what is the agwatan? How many points do we need to get before we can reach that? Correct. So, ganito kasi yun. Let's look at our normal distribution again. Palatandaan mo, di ba remember, our 64th percentile is right here. Si Lady Pipay ay 94. And si Althea Guanzon, if she scored at the 64th percentile, ano yung score niya? Her score is 89.72. So, let's write down the scores para di tayo malimutin. So, Althea, 89.72. Lady Pipay, or Pipay in short, is 94. Sino mas mataas? Of course, si Lady Pipay. Kasi nga, diba, remember, if you look at the z-score, for Althea's z-score, if her z-score is 0.35 to 36, therefore, yung nga, mas mababa siya sa z-score ni Lady Pipay, which is 1.25 for 94. Kaya nga, sino mas mataas? Si Lady Pipay. Si Lady Pipay ay mas mataas.
Oh, so you mean to say I'm higher? Ew! I wish I were like you. I could have studied harder.
I know, girls, but this is only a question. But in reality, you can try your best to study harder. But it depends upon your grades, though, because you know it's up to the teacher who will decide for who gets the most number of points.
Oh, yeah. I should have studied a bit harder because, yeah, it's really a test. So, yeah, I would have too. But congrats anyway, Lady Pipay.
Of course, congratulations. Lady Pipay scored 94 points. Pero ang sabi ko dito, and by how many points? Ibig sabihin yung, what is it, girls?
Ang agwatan.
Correct. So, Lady Pipay got 94. So, 94 minus 89.72. So, doing this will give us 5. And this one becomes 8, 9. This becomes 3. This becomes 4 pala. So, tama, this becomes 4.28 points. So, the answer is Lady Pipay scored 4.28 higher than me. Yes, that's right. Let's check the solution sheet. Yes, ito yung ginawa ko. So, ang ginawa ko dito, 94, which is the score of Lady Pipay, minus the score of Althea, which is 89.72, and the answer is 4.27, or which we can just simply round off to 4.28. So, therefore, yun ang sagot. Lady Pipay scored 4.2. So, therefore, girls, read the conclusion.
Oh, Lady B, but you scored 4.8 higher than me.
That's kind of awkward, but that's okay. I know, but try to study harder next time, okay? That's a kind of like a tricky question, but it was quite worth it.